Well, hello there. My name is sometimes Heather and I play Elder Scrolls Online. I haven't announced myself this week, so apologies for that, but I thought that we might tonight take a look at ErzieB's build. I altered her to be a Sorcanist when Night Market arrived, and now that Night Market is no longer, how you say, current, I thought that I might change her build into something a little bit easier to handle. I wish to make a pure class vampire Sorc build, so today we will get started with that. Excuse me a moment while I take a look at my YouTube studio. Sorry. There we go. Alright. I have parked ErzieB in my hidden spring cottage, which I am altering or decorating to be a calming, soothing oasis for my process. I think I've showed you the indoors at least once, but we might as well take a peek inside as well. This is originally, or in its unaltered state, just one big room, and I used these half walls as dividers so that I could create like little nooks into the home. I really like the way that this turned out. It's less of a, well, one big room and more like multiple small rooms. I did my best to make this as cozy and homey as possible. I hope to share this someday in home tours and also as a video. Now, ErzieB is currently a Sorcanist. I have everything from Herald of the Tome basically on her main weapon, so we could get as much physical and spell penetration as possible. And now I would like to get rid of this skill line and replace it with dark magic. Yes, dark magic. So in order to do that, we need to travel to Riften, I think. When I need to travel someplace and I don't have a home or a way shrine like in my immediate proximity, either at the starting point or at the arrival point, I usually travel outside my home in Rimmen, because this is really close to a way shrine, and unlike most inn rooms, this throws you outside instead of like inside and in. So this is super convenient.
Have you heard about the
Like so.
dragon sightings in elsewhere? Multiple dragons. Dark moons. One dragon is bad enough.
And in order to get rid of our subclass, we need to speak with the person who gave us the subclass. I think you can do this at rededication shrines as well, but I think this is easy.
To choose new disciplines.
So subclassing. Swap dark magic for Herald of the Tome. Confirm. And I'm Pure Sorc again. Yay! Oh, I missed this. And now I don't have anything on my main weapon, so we need to... Well, we need to build that up with all sorts of fun damage dealing abilities. I have chosen a lightning staff for ErzieB, so all of our Destro staff abilities will be shock based. Yes? Yes. Oh, before we do that, I still have 11,000 penetration. Well, that's not so bad. That's actually pretty okay for like overland content, I think. In my opinion, this is fine. So we don't need to change that like that much. Which means that I can just hold on to the gear I have. I'm currently using Order's Wrath to get critical chance and also to increase critical damage and critical healing. And Therge's Strike to get more weapon and spell damage, and also Major Basak from fully charged heavy attacks, which I freely use because that's just my game style. And for my monster set, I have Priatheric, and this I would actually like to change to something else. I might actually use another like weapon and spell damage boosting set with a fun perk, because now I don't like necessarily need a lot more penetration, so this is fine. Yes. So, what do I need or want on my weapons? I have Critical Surge and Boundless Storm on my back bar. These Critical Surge keeps me alive. Boundless Storm is good for dealing passive damage. My emergency heal here. Then I have needed Hypnosis at some point, and as ErzieB is my Psychic Sorc, I insist upon using Channeled Acceleration with her. So I think I'm going to put Blood Mist here. Like so. And I often use Arterial Burst with my Sorcs as like a secondary spammer, but let's see if I can fill my front bar with or without it. I really like my Shocking Explosion, so I'm going to slap that there. I have Lightning Blood, and I actually want to hold on to that. I often use Pulsar, but I think I might want to use Weakness to Elements. Is this the only move I have? It is. Well, in that case, I'm not going to use that. This gives a nice over time. So perhaps we should use Destructive Reach. At least I'm going to test it. I'm going to place that there. And under X, I need my Spammer. I think I'm going to use crushing shock there. And I kind of sort of want to use Wall of Elements even though it was nerfed a while ago. Now, well, let's see how these work together. So this would be my opener, along with this one. Oh, we got a cute shield. Matches our colors beautifully. Sure. Yes, these will be our openers, and these will be our spammers. That kind of sort of makes sense, I think. And oh yes, we need to look at class mastery as well. So we have conservation of energy, font of power, static reverb, calculated defense, and sphere of influence. Casting a damage shield, I don't have any of those. This calculated defense actually grants us a damage shield when we start to use a Sorc ability, or an ability with a cost time. Interesting. Static reverb. When you deal damage, you have a 5% chance to deal shock damage. Well, I want that. We can choose 2 abilities out of these ones, so upgrades rank 2 of blood magic. Did we have blood magic? I'm afraid of this one, so we're not going to use it now. Instead, I think we're going with Bonds of Power. And now we are a pure class song. Try. So these are my like basic stats, and as we cast abilities there will be quite a few self buffs. I'm not mad about these stats. Let's take a quick look at champion points now. Fighting Finesse, which increases crit damage and critical healing. I like that. Weapons Expert increases damage done with light and heavy attacks. I most definitely want that. Wrathful Strikes grants more weapon and spell damage, and so does Untamed Aggression. I don't want to change these at least now, so we're going to stick with those. And since I would like to test my start for a build, I think we shall head on over to a dungeon. I don't remember what today's pledges are, so we're going to check. I think one of them was the castle thing. Oh, I can't remember.
Ah, just who I wanted to see. We must speak. Will you take the pledge of the Undaunted?
What is the pledge today?
The Banished Cells.
Yes, banished
Beneath
cells.
Oridon lies a boil of dark magic and family hate. Destroy the Kinlord and his dark fiend, the Clanfear Shadowrend.
This is Banished Cells 1.
Not
so
enough, eh? What are you waiting?
that is a fun and relatively short base game group dungeon. Let's see what Glirian gives us.
The vault of
Oh, my
madness.
favorite Vaults of Madness. Let's go there. I'm sprinting because I can't wait to get to Vaults of Madness. I had Selene's Web as my active pledge quest, and today earlier I was a little bit upset that I didn't have Vaults of Madness because I wanted to go there, and now I'm very happy that I'm here. This is such a beautiful dungeon, and also the story is real nice. And also enemies are rather interesting. It's 10:44 p.m.
You doomed yourself by coming here.
Let's
You
try
know
to
that,
get
don't
through
you?
as quickly as we can. As it is quite late, I am not drinking coffee, but instead a Coke. There may or may not be wrong in it. Somebody had shaky hands. Okay, my openers have a little bit of a flaw. I need to switch
You seek to enter the vault?
places a little bit. Sorry. Okay, changing places. If I leap at enemies as Blood Mist, then it will be really difficult to open with Shocking Explosion. So I'm going to... I can't. Because my backup weapon is a Resto Staff. Well, okay. I will think about that later. But for now, we aren't going to use Blood Mist. What else could I place there? Oh, this is a really interesting test, by the way. At some point, it chooses a target and begins to share the damage you do to it with the target it selected, and if you do enough damage, then you do a digger. Just like that. We got rid of it, basically no problem, but did a die all the same? For the next boss, I'm actually going to summon my Ember, because this one has a tendency of trapping you for a very long period of time.
Me.
So, without an ember present,
Soul is mine.
getting rid of this thing will take a literal while. While I am caught, Ember continues to do at least some damage. Oh my god. Going to use as many overtime things as I possibly can before we are caught again. We should be releasing now. I'm going to activate my search and again just use everything. Ember should be able to make it so that this is the end of this battle. Yes. Well, yep. Should I hold on to Ember? I would actually prefer to make it so that this build is or can be used both with and without a companion, so perhaps optimizing for playing without a companion would be better, at least at this point. Because if I can handle this on my own, then bringing in an Ember will just make the build more effective, right? Oh, I missed playing a pure class Sorc. ErzieB is currently the character I reach for. I play with her quite often, and I made her to be a Sorc, and kind of sort of like clashed with my personal lore as I like made her into a Sorcanist. So it's nice to restore her to her original condition, or at least closer to it. My damage numbers aren't looking awfully high, but this feels nice to play with, and I think that's more good for like solo immersion builds. And then we get a mini boss. How politely it waits while I loot corpses. It seems I have accidentally made it so that I can like maximize the uptime of abilities. And that's always, in my personal opinion, a really good thing. When uptime of abilities is maximized, it's or when they're like in sync, so to speak, then it's easy to create a rotation that allows you to play without staring at your bars and that, I think, is most convenient. It kinda sorta like makes playing feel like you're playing an instrument. Things follow each other in a set order, and that creates a beautiful melody of destruction. So after one more haunt, we'll be arriving at the first real boss, Krothgar. I really like Krothgar. He's a fun and entertaining boss with an entertaining and intuitive mechanic. Lords of Madness is one of the longer dungeons in the base game. It usually takes me about half an hour to get through this on my own on normal difficulty or adventure. Did you see me attempt a roll dodge there? Well, that was a little bit clumsy. But I do believe that it is the end result that matters most of all. Was this a singular enemy? Yes, it was. This way. So we need to make our way all the way there, and we are approximately halfway. This chamber holds another mini boss. Also a fun boss for guys real easy. We also find quite a bit of smaller enemies in this chamber. Help! Dropping. Oh, wrong weapon. Panic stations. I think we're good. I always turn the wrong way here. This way, I think. Yes. Also, I find it really difficult to exit this scary blue puddle. Oh, it's easy today. And also a chest. One of my Tom challenges wants me to unlock chests, so I'm going to attempt to actually lockpick instead of forcing locks. Time consuming and a touch annoying. And we didn't even get anything good. Now we arrive to a ledge and we need to jump down. And on the shores below, many enemies. Oh, sorry. And there goes my element of surprise. Oh. More will be arriving from here, and then also from here I have plenty of time to refresh everything. Someone is at the door. I missed him. I missed two. Where are all these dudes coming from? Oh, that way. Now let's loot corpses and head on over upstairs where we shall meet another mini-boss. This place has a lot of mini bosses, and they are actually all of them quite entertaining. I would like to cast my elemental explosion again, but it didn't happen. I use a lot of heavy attacks in my rotation. Mainly because I play as a stage 4 vampire, and heavy attacks done with unstaffed weapons restore magicka, and using heavy attacks makes it so that I rarely run out of magicka. Now we meet Iskra the Omen, who has a really cool revelation. The full walls of flame really hurt, so you might want to avoid them as much as possible. My casting conduit there was totally unnecessary. "53 seconds for a real boss isn't that bad." I have a feeling I have taken a wrong turn. Oh yes, this is the part where we enter the Vaults of Doom. And also this bit is seriously beautiful. We need to jump down, and as we do, all of these buildings, platforms, partly covered in mist, will rush before our eyes, and it's just so... This is why I come here over and over and over again. It's so pretty. Oh, joy. So I have learned from watching YouTube that in real life, if you see something that glows blue, you should immediately run away as fast as you can. It's unnerving to have to like swim through cold blue waters in ESO. I forgot that there are more ones. My inventory is full. Did you miss this moment? I sure as didn't. I have a little bit of a hoarding problem, luckily only in game, so my inventory is always bursting at the seams. It seems we are in combat, so we will have to pick that up after we get rid of this watcher.
Yes?
Gem of Curses, part of the Rattle Cage set. I really would like to use this one at some point, but I'm not going to hold on to it now. I know that one, but not that one. Okay.
Anything I can do for you?
I think we're good now. Enemies roll down the stairs. And we are almost at the last boss. Jumping across the platforms is a thing I most times fail. But if you happen to fall off, then all you need is to run to the other side and take the convenient stairs. The Mad Architect also has a lot of interesting mechanics. This makes him a highly entertaining enemy and also one of the reasons why I keep wanting to return to ErzieB. This animation here is so beautiful. I love this one.
Rise and slay these fools.
I can use my ultimate again. We did it! Yay! What a bunk. Now we are free to return to Galerian and complete the quest.
Seems the Mad Architect's destruction did not allow us to step from this plane. Unfortunate, but we'll have to make do. He mastered this place. Mastered the Daedra somehow. Perhaps we can do this.
Night has fallen while we were in there. Night skies in ESO are like so pretty.
You do not howl or claw at your face. Is it possible you bested the vaults of madness, Undaunted?
I am sane and the architect is dead.
You have impressed me. To travel beyond Nirn, best a menagerie of the foulest Daedra, lost no part of yourself in the struggle. This is what it means to be undaunted.
You honor me, Clarion.
What more is there to be said? Your actions speak for themselves. Let mine do the same. Take your key and your cut. Seek me again. There are more deeds to be met with deeds, not words.
Thank you.
Undaunted.
For our reward, we got one transmute crystal. Well, that took approximately 30 minutes. Was that another vampire bite? Yes. So I set out to create a vampire Sorc who would be able to easily clear a group dungeon on their own, and I think I succeeded. Pretty okay. At least ErzieB is now, for me, fun to play with again. I will probably continue to alter her build a little bit further. I would like a twist to it, something fun and quirky, something that separates her from the rest of the Sorcs. And when I come up with that quirk, I will share her build with you. But now I do believe the time has come to say goodbye. For now, I will. Oh, this has been short. Oh. I will return again at some point to enjoy ESO. Thank you so much for watching, and see you later. Time.